Throughout television history, talk show hosts have been crucial figures, shaping public discourse and reflecting societal values. From the early days of broadcasting to the modern era, these hosts have provided audiences with a blend of entertainment, news, and cultural commentary, often becoming household names in the process. Their programs have served as platforms for introducing new ideas, challenging prevailing norms, and offering a space for both celebrities and ordinary individuals to share their stories. Yet, despite their prominence, some of these familiar faces have seemingly vanished from our screens, leaving audiences wondering, where did they go? What led to their sudden departures? Come along with us as we dive into the intriguing stories of these talk show hosts who stepped away from the limelight, exploring the circumstances that led to their exits and uncovering where they are now. Dave Garroway, the pioneer of morning television. Dave Garroway, born on July 13, 1913 in Schenectady, New York, was a pioneering figure in American television broadcasting. After graduating from Washington University in St. Louis with a degree in abnormal psychology, Garroway embarked on a diverse career path, working as a Harvard University lab assistant, book salesman, and piston ring salesman before finding his calling in radio broadcasting. He began his broadcasting career at NBC as a page in 1938 and quickly advanced to become a station reporter at Pittsburgh's KDKA in 1939. Known as the roving announcer, Garroway's innovative reporting from unconventional locations, such as hot air balloons and submarines, earned him a reputation for creativity and ingenuity. In 1949, Garroway transitioned to television, hosting the experimental musical variety show Garroway at Large, which aired live from Chicago on NBC until 1951. His relaxed, informal on-air style resonated with audiences and set a new standard for television presentation. This approach caught the attention of NBC president Sylvester "Pat" Weaver, who selected Garroway to host the network's groundbreaking morning news and entertainment program, Today. Today debuted on January 14, 1952, with Garroway as its first host and anchor. Alongside news editor Jim Fleming and announcer Jack Liscooley, Garroway introduced viewers to a novel blend of news, interviews, and features designed to inform and entertain the morning audience. Despite initial skepticism from critics, the show quickly gained popularity, thanks in large part to Garroway's easygoing demeanor and ability to connect with viewers. His signature sign-off, "Peace," accompanied by an upraised palm, became an enduring part of his television persona. During his tenure on Today, Garroway was instrumental in shaping the morning show format that remains influential to this day. He took the program to various locations, including Paris in 1959 and Rome in 1960, providing audiences with a window to the world. Garroway also introduced viewers to a diverse array of guests, ranging from politicians and writers to artists and scientists, thereby broadening the scope of morning television. Additionally, his interactions with the show's chimpanzee mascot, J. Fred Muggs, added a light-hearted element that endeared him further to the audience. Despite his professional success, Garroway faced personal challenges that ultimately led to his departure from Today, and he struggled with depression throughout his life, a condition that got worse due to the death of his second wife, Pamela, from a prescription drug overdose on April 28, 1961. This tragedy deepened his emotional turmoil and affected his performance on the show. Reports from that period indicate that Garroway began having disagreements with staff members, and there were instances when he would leave the live broadcast mid-show, leaving colleagues to manage in his absence. In late May 1961, Garroway announced his resignation from Today, expressing a desire to spend more time with his children. His final appearance as host was on June 16, 1961. Following his departure from Today, Garraway made occasional media appearances but largely retreated from the public eye. He continued to battle depression, a struggle that persisted throughout his later years. Tragically, on July 21, 1982, Garraway was found dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound at his home in Swarthmore, Pennsylvania. He was 69 years old. Dave Garraway's contributions to television broadcasting, particularly his role in establishing The Today Show, have left a lasting legacy. His innovative approach and ability to connect with audiences set a standard for future television hosts, and his influence is still evident in the landscape of morning television today. Jenny Jones, the daytime talk star. Jenny Jones, born in 1946 to Polish immigrant parents in London, Ontario, Canada, took on diverse roles before becoming a prominent figure in daytime television. Her early pursuits included roles as a waitress, bookkeeper, fashion model, caterer, comedian, musician, singer, songwriter, author, food blogger, and philanthropist. Jones's breakthrough came in 1986 when she became the first woman to win the comedy category on the television talent show Star Search, significantly boosting her stand-up comedy career. In 1991, Jones transitioned to television as the host of The Jenny Jones Show, a nationally syndicated talk show produced by Telepictures and distributed by Warner Brothers Television. The show was conceived as an alternative to the harder-edged tabloid talk shows of the time, premiering on 178 television stations nationwide, a record launch in syndicated talk show history. Initially, the program featured a variety of topics, but in its second season, it reformatted into a tabloid talk show with single-topic episodes, often focusing on sensational and controversial subjects. Despite this shift, Jones and her producers made a conscious decision to avoid nudity and physical confrontations, differentiating it from other shows in the genre. A notable and tragic incident associated with the show occurred in 1995 when a guest, Scott Amador, was murdered by another guest, Jonathan Schmitz, after Amador revealed a same-sex crush on Schmitz during a taping. This event led to a high-profile lawsuit against The Jenny Jones Show for negligence. While the jury initially found in favor of Amador's family, awarding them $25 million, the judgment was later overturned by the Michigan Court of Appeals, which ruled that the murder was unforeseeable and that the show had no duty to anticipate and prevent such an act. Despite such controversies, The Jenny Jones Show maintained a significant viewership, airing over 2,000 episodes during its 12-year run. However, by the early 2000s, the tabloid talk show genre experienced a decline in popularity, leading to the show's cancellation in 2003. Since its conclusion, Jones has expressed no interest in returning to television. Following her departure from television, Jones dedicated herself to philanthropic endeavors. In 2005, she established the Jenny Jones Foundation to provide assistance in areas such as education, women's health, and community improvement projects. Through this foundation, she launched Jenny's Heroes, a program where she donated millions of dollars to individuals aiming to make a positive impact in their local communities. In addition to her philanthropic work, Jones pursued her passion for cooking. In 2006, she released the Look Good, Feel Great cookbook, with all proceeds donated to breast cancer research. She further expanded her culinary outreach by launching the Jenny Can Cook website and YouTube channel in 2008, aiming to motivate more people to cook at home and prioritize healthy eating. Her approachable cooking style and easy-to-follow recipes garnered a substantial online following. In recent years, Jones has maintained a relatively low public profile. In 2021, she made headlines for selling her Beverly Hills home for $8 million. Beyond this, she has largely retreated from the public eye, focusing on her personal interests and philanthropic efforts. While she continues to share recipes and cooking tips through her online platforms, Jones remains out of the mainstream media spotlight, dedicating her time to causes she is passionate about and enjoying a more private life. Jones's multifaceted career, from stand-up comedy to hosting a nationally syndicated talk show, and later to philanthropy and culinary arts, reflects her dynamic personality and commitment to making a positive impact. Her journey underscores the potential for reinvention and the pursuit of diverse passions beyond the entertainment industry. Craig Ferguson. A major shift from late night. Craig Ferguson was born on May 17, 1962, in the Springburn district of Glasgow, Scotland, to Robert and Janet Ferguson. His father, Robert, worked as a postal worker, while his mother, Janet, was a primary school teacher. When Craig was 6 months old, the family relocated to Cumbernauld, a new town near Glasgow, as part of a post-war initiative to provide better housing for Glaswegians. Craig grew up in a working-class environment alongside his 3 siblings, an older brother, Scott, and 2 sisters, Lynn and Janice. His younger sister, Lynn Ferguson Tweddle, is a comedian, presenter, and actress, known for voicing Mac in the animated film Chicken Run. The Ferguson household was characterized by a strong emphasis on education and creativity, fostering an environment that encouraged artistic pursuits. Craig attended Muirfield Primary School and later Cumbernauld High School. At the age of 16, he left high school to begin an apprenticeship as an electronics technician at a local factory of the American company Burroughs Corporation. His early exposure to diverse cultural influence and the supportive family backdrop played a significant role in shaping his eclectic career in entertainment. Ferguson began his tenure on The Late Late Show on January 3, 2005, succeeding Craig Kilborn. Produced by David Letterman's Worldwide Pants Incorporated, the show aired on weekdays at 12:37 a.m. and was taped in front of a live studio audience at CBS Television City in Los Angeles. Ferguson's approach to late-night television was marked by a blend of quirky humor, improvisation, and heartfelt monologues. He often eschewed traditional cue cards, opting instead for a more spontaneous delivery that resonated with audiences. His candid discussions on personal topics, including his struggles with alcoholism and the loss of his parents, added depth to the show's comedic framework. Notably, his interview with Archbishop Desmond Tutu earned the program a Peabody Award in 2009. A distinctive feature of Ferguson's Late Late Show was the inclusion of unconventional sidekicks, such as Jeff Peterson, a robotic skeleton voiced by comedian and voice actor Josh Robert Thompson. Introduced in 2010, Jeff added a unique dynamic to the show, engaging in humorous banter with Ferguson and contributing to the program's offbeat charm. The show's format often included cold opens, musical numbers, and segments that broke the fourth wall, setting it apart from other late-night offerings. In April 2014, Ferguson announced his decision to step down as host, with his final episode airing on December 19, 2014. He cited a desire to explore other creative opportunities and spend more time with his family as primary reasons for his departure. Ferguson emphasized that the decision was amicable and not influenced by external factors, stating, "It's my decision to go. This is not Jay and Conan at NBC. This is not Jay and Dave all those years ago. It's not that." Following his exit from late-night television, Ferguson returned to his roots in stand-up comedy, embarking on national and international tours that showcased his sharp wit and storytelling prowess. In 2021, he ventured back into television as the host of The Hustler, a game show that combined trivia with elements of deception and strategy. The show received positive reviews for its innovative format and Ferguson's engaging hosting style. In 2023, Ferguson expanded his media presence by launching the podcast Joy. In this series, he engages in conversations with notable guests from various fields, exploring the concept of joy in contemporary society. The podcast reflects Ferguson's enduring interest in understanding human emotions and experiences, offering listeners insightful and often humorous discussions. As of 2025, Craig Ferguson continues to perform stand-up comedy and participate in diverse media projects. His multifaceted career and ability to connect with audiences across different platforms underscore his versatility as an entertainer. Whether through live performances, television, or digital media, Ferguson remains a dynamic presence in the entertainment industry. Art Bell, the voice of the paranormal. Art Bell, born on June 17, 1945 in North Carolina, was a pioneering American broadcaster renowned for his deep, resonant voice and his role as the creator and original host of the radio program Coast to Coast AM. This late-night show became a cultural phenomenon, delving into topics that ranged from the paranormal to conspiracy theories, and attracting a dedicated audience intrigued by the unexplained. Bell's broadcasting career began in the 70s as a rock music disc jockey. However, it was in 1988 that he, along with Alain Corbett, transformed his late-night Las Vegas political call-in show, West Coast AM, into Coast to Coast AM. The program's focus shifted from conventional political discourse to more eclectic and unconventional subjects, including UFOs, the occult, and pseudoscience. This pivot resonated with listeners, and at its peak, Coast to Coast AM was syndicated on over 500 radio stations, boasting an audience of approximately 15 million nightly listeners. Throughout his tenure, Bell conducted interviews with a diverse array of guests, from scientists like theoretical physicist Michio Kaku to musicians such as Willie Nelson and Crystal Gayle. His ability to engage with both mainstream figures and fringe personalities contributed to the show's unique appeal. Notable segments included discussions on Mel's Hole, a purportedly bottomless pit in Washington state, and interviews with individuals claiming insider knowledge of government conspiracies. Despite the show's success, Bell's career was marked by multiple retirements and returns, often prompted by personal challenges, health concerns, and safety issues. In 1998, he took a sudden leave of absence, citing threats to his family. He returned later that year, but would step away again in 2000, 2002, and 2007, each time for personal or health-related reasons. His final departure from Coast to Coast AM occurred in 2010, though the program continued to air classic episodes under the title Somewhere in Time. Bell's post-Coast to Coast AM endeavors included several brief returns to broadcasting. In 2013, he launched Art Bell's Dark Matter on Sirius XM Radio, a show that revisited his signature themes of the paranormal and unexplained phenomena. However, the program was short-lived, ending after just 6 weeks due to disputes over streaming issues and listenership accessibility. Undeterred, Bell introduced Midnight in the Desert in 2015, an internet-based show that also aired on select AM and FM stations. Despite initial enthusiasm, he departed from this venture later that year, citing concerns for his family's safety following alleged incidents near his home. Art Bell passed away on April 13, 2018, at his home in Pahrump, Nevada, at the age of 72. His death marked the end of an era for fans of late-night radio and the paranormal community. Today, his legacy endures through the continued popularity of Coast to Coast AM, now hosted by George Noory, and the availability of classic Bell hosted episodes in the Art Bell Vault, allowing new generations to experience his unique approach to broadcasting. Taylor Tomlinson, the young host of After Midnight. Taylor Tomlinson, born on November 4, 1993, in Orange County, California, is a stand-up comedian, renowned for her sharp wit and insightful humor. Her career trajectory took a notable turn when she was announced as the host of CBS's late-night comedy show After Midnight, which premiered on January 17, 2024. After Midnight was a revival of the former Comedy Central panel show At Midnight, and it occupied the 12:30 a.m. time slot, succeeding The Late Late Show. Produced by Stephen Colbert, the show aimed to infuse the late-night scene with a fresh comedic perspective. Tomlinson's selection as host was met with enthusiasm, given her rising prominence in the comedy world. Despite initial success and a renewal for a third season, Tomlinson announced her decision to depart from After Midnight to return full-time to her stand-up comedy roots. She expressed gratitude for the opportunity but emphasized her desire to focus on live performances, stating that stand-up was her first passion. Following her departure, Tomlinson resumed touring, bringing her unique comedic style to audiences nationwide. In February 2024, she released her third Netflix special, Have It All, which delves into themes of achieving one's dreams, navigating relationships, and managing anxiety, all while humorously pondering whether one can truly have it all. As of March 2025, Tomlinson remains active in the stand-up comedy circuit, performing at various venues across the country. Her dedication to live comedy continues to resonate with audiences, solidifying her status as a prominent figure in the comedic landscape. Wendy Williams, the daytime diva. Wendy Joan Williams was born on July 18, 1964, in Asbury Park, New Jersey, as the second of three children to Shirley and Thomas Dwayne Williams. Her parents were highly accomplished, holding a total of 3 master's degrees between them. Shirley worked as a special education teacher, while Thomas served as a teacher and school principal, becoming the first black school administrator in Red Bank, New Jersey in 1969. In 1970, following race riots in Asbury Park, the Williams family moved to the predominantly white, middle-income suburb of Wayside in Ocean Township, New Jersey. They were active in their Baptist church and spent summers in Oak Bluffs, Massachusetts. As a child, Wendy was diagnosed with hyperactivity, leading doctors to recommend medication. She struggled with body image issues due to early weight gain and her parents' emphasis on dieting. Despite these challenges, Wendy was involved in various activities, including the Girl Scouts and volunteering as a candy striper. Wendy attended Ocean Township High School, graduating in 1982. She then enrolled at Northeastern University in Boston, initially aiming to become a television anchor, but soon shifting her focus to radio for quicker career advancement. She graduated in 1986 with a Bachelor of Arts in Communication and a minor in journalism. During her college years, Wendy worked as a disc jockey for the college radio station WRBB, where she conducted her first celebrity interview with rapper LL Cool. J. Williams' journey into the limelight began with a successful career in radio, where she was celebrated for her straightforward and often controversial style. This radio success paved the way for her transition to television, culminating in the launch of The Wendy Williams Show on July 14, 2008. The program's format, which combined celebrity news, interviews, and audience interaction, resonated with viewers, leading to its nationwide syndication by 2009. Williams' influence extended beyond television. She was actively involved in philanthropy and advocacy. In 2005, she funded a scholarship for a black female high school student pursuing communications. Following Hurricane Sandy in 2012, Williams returned to her hometown of Asbury Park, New Jersey, to provide hot meals and support to affected residents. She also participated in PETA's I'd Rather Go Naked Than Wear Fur campaign, promoting animal rights. In 2014, Williams and her then-husband established the Hunter Foundation, a nonprofit organization aimed at funding anti-poverty initiatives and providing resources for individuals transitioning from drug addiction to recovery. The foundation launched a 24/7 national hotline in 2019 to support those struggling with addiction. However, following Williams's divorce in 2019, the Hunter Foundation was dissolved. Despite these challenges, Williams continued her philanthropic efforts, partnering with organizations like Operation Backpack to support children in need. In 2016, through the Hunter Foundation, she hosted holiday dinners for over 1,000 individuals in need, providing not only meals, but also a sense of community during the festive season. The following year, the foundation donated $1,000 to New Community Corporation's emergency food pantry in Newark, aiding in hunger relief efforts for seniors and families. Throughout her tenure, Williams faced several health challenges that impacted her ability to host the show. In October 2017, she fainted during a live broadcast, an incident she attributed to heat exhaustion from her Halloween costume. Subsequent years saw her grappling with complications from Graves' disease and lymphedema, leading to multiple hiatuses from the show. In 2019, Williams revealed she was living in a sober house due to past struggles with cocaine addiction. In 2021, Williams took an indefinite leave of absence from her talk show due to ongoing health issues, including a diagnosis of primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal dementia. These conditions affected her cognitive abilities, leading to concerns about her capacity to manage personal and professional affairs. Compounding these challenges were legal and financial issues. In early 2022, Wells Fargo froze her accounts, citing concerns of financial exploitation. This action led to a court-appointed guardianship established in May 2022 to oversee her affairs. Post-television, Williams's life has been marked by significant transitions. She currently resides in an assisted living facility in New York City, specifically within a memory care unit designed for individuals with cognitive impairments. Williams has been vocal about her dissatisfaction with her living arrangements and the constraints imposed by the guardianship. In March 2025, she expressed a desire for a trial by jury to contest the guardianship, asserting her mental competence and advocating for personal freedom. As of March 2025, Wendy Williams remains under court-ordered guardianship with limited public appearances. Her case has ignited discussions about the nature and implications of conservatorships, drawing parallels to other high-profile cases, and prompting debates about individual autonomy and legal oversight. Barbara Walters, the revolutionary journalist. Barbara Walters, born on September 25, 1929, in Boston, Massachusetts, was a pioneering broadcast journalist whose career spanned over 6 decades. She began her television journey in the early 1960s, eventually becoming the first female co-host of NBC's Today Show in 1974. Her tenacity and skillful interviewing techniques paved the way for women in journalism, breaking barriers in a predominantly male industry. In 1997, Walters co-created and co-hosted The View, a daytime talk show that brought together women of diverse backgrounds to discuss current events, politics, and entertainment. The show's unique format and candid conversations resonated with audiences, earning critical acclaim and multiple Daytime Emmy Awards. Walters remained a central figure on The View until her retirement in 2014. Walters announced her retirement in 2013, citing a desire to focus on her personal life and health. She officially departed from The View on May 15, 2014, marking the end of an era in daytime television. Despite stepping away from regular broadcasting, she continued to make occasional appearances and conduct select interviews, maintaining a presence in the media landscape. Following her retirement, Walters led a more private life, facing health challenges in her later years. Reports indicated that she dealt with heart issues and experienced a decline in cognitive health. Former colleagues, including Jenny McCarthy, recounted moments that raised concerns about Walters' memory during her final years on The View. Barbara Walters passed away on December 30, 2022, at the age of 93. Her death marked the end of a remarkable career that transformed television journalism and inspired countless individuals. Colleagues and admirers continue to honor her legacy, reflecting on her contributions and the path she paved for future generations in media. The trajectories of former talk show hosts after their television careers illustrate the diverse paths shaped by personal aspirations, health considerations, and evolving industry dynamics. For instance, Taylor Tomlinson, after hosting CBS's After Midnight, chose to return to her first passion of stand-up comedy, leading to the show's cancellation. Similarly, Craig Ferguson departed The Late Late Show to pursue other creative endeavors and spend more time with family. Jenny Jones transitioned from hosting The Jenny Jones Show to focusing on philanthropic efforts, including her Jenny's Heroes initiative. In contrast, Wendy Williams faced health challenges that led to her departure from The Wendy Williams Show and subsequent limited public appearances. Barbara Walters retired from The View to focus on her personal life and health, passing away in December 2022. These varied transitions underscore the transient nature of television fame and the countless factors influencing career decisions. The demanding landscape of television can prompt hosts to seek new avenues that align more closely with their evolving personal and professional goals. Health concerns, in particular, have played a significant role in prompting some hosts to step away from the spotlight to prioritize well-being. Despite their departures from television, the impact of these hosts on the talk show genre and their audiences remains significant. Their contributions have shaped the evolution of talk shows, influencing formats, content, and the way audiences engage with this form of media. The legacies of these hosts continue to resonate, reflecting the profound influence they have had on both the industry and viewers alike. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the diverse career paths of former talk show hosts, from their television fame to their subsequent endeavors. If you found the video engaging, please like, comment, and subscribe for more exclusive content. What are your thoughts on these hosts' career choices and their impact on the talk show genre? Let's keep the conversation going. Thanks again, and see you in the next one.